Hello, welcome to week 14 DFS. I am Commissioner Rhino at Commissioner Rhino on the X, and to my right is DFS Daddy at AB underscore salutely. How you doing tonight, brother?
I am doing great. It's been
Right
a hell
on.
of a week. It's been
Yeah,
crazy, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the weekend. Some really good games on.
yep. Same here. Same here. Yeah, bet what you can afford, please, and please like and subscribe, please. Let's
Yeah,
get to it, man. Let's
let's
get
get
to
to
it.
it. Let's get started.
Let's look at the top five, top six quarterbacks and go from there. And so last week we went hard on a couple.
Hmm.
So is there any other? And a lot of times we'll just go through the lineups and pick maybe one or two. Is there any other strategies that you use that has worked out that we haven't done?
Well, the main strategy that I used like in the beginning of the season was finding like cheap quarterbacks at value, but that ended up working against us because we would get screwed. Like whatever quarterback that we picked, because it was a cheap quarterback, they wouldn't perform that well, and that pretty much kills
Yeah.
your entire roster when you have a bad quarterback.
So the quarterbacks that we have right here with Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Tua,
Hmm.
Baker. I like Baker a lot.
Baker.
That's
Yeah, me
that's
too.
one I like. I
Yeah.
like a lot. It's a good matchup against the Raiders,
Hmm.
who are hurting at DB right now.
Yes. Yeah, I love Baker. Baker's been playing with a whole lot of moxie. He's very confident right now. He's slinging it like there. And I think that their run game is the biggest reason why their pass game works so well
Yeah.
because they're dominant on the ground. So the play action game is A1.
Now, would do you like him more than like a Brock Purdy or a Patrick Mahomes, and why?
I mean, I don't trust Brock Purdy because Brock Purdy doesn't have his complement of weapons right now. I mean, he could potentially have a good game, but I'd rather get somebody who has a better upside
Yeah.
than Brock Purdy because I
Yeah.
feel like they're probably gonna try and run the ball a lot because they can't really throw a lot against
No.
Chicago, especially because they don't have all their receivers.
All the receivers and Trent Williams is out still too. So that's a big
Right.
that's a big. All right, let's go Baker then. I like Baker.
I like Baker. Yeah,
That,
I think
that was
Baker's a good
on my
choice.
on my mind.
I always fade Brock Purdy when Trent Williams doesn't play. And last week I did that and it worked.
Yeah, but I know well because people don't. I mean, I to me you got to look at offensive line stuff,
You have to.
especially left tackle.
hmm
All right, let's
A
do
great left
one.
tackle
Do
can change your
look
life.
at the top five wide receivers or running backs first.
Um, let's go wide receiver first. Let's do
Okay.
wide receiver first. Yeah.
Now, do we want to try a stack
I love the stack.
Baker and Mike Evans?
And Mike Evans, yeah. Mike Evans had, I think, like 14 targets last week.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kate Otten didn't have as many because of it, but we
Mhm.
knew that was coming. If
Right.
you're watching
Exactly.
football, if you know football, you knew that was coming. So
hmm
Mike Evans is sitting at 8,400,
Yeah, that's not bad for a wide receiver one.
and I actually like him better than Cooper. I really don't like the matchup too much for Puka and Cooper
hmm
this week. Buffalo's secondary is pretty damn good. They're holding. I think I read they're holding their receivers to the passing yards at 200 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they were
exactly.
doing
That
that
surprised
well.
the shit out of me.
hmm
So
Yeah, I mean, I think it's mostly because their front seven creates a lot of pressure.
yeah,
Like out of all these guys, though, I would love like AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown is gonna have a dominant game
because
because
Carolina or
yeah, Carolina can't stop anybody,
yeah,
and AJ Brown is the type of player that I feel like Jalen Hurts is just gonna throw a whole bunch of go balls to.
right. Do you like him better than Mike Evans and just ignore the stack? And we got some good. I mean, good ones like Pickens and
That's
Pickens
that's
is.
that. Yeah, Pickens is a good one too, but that stack is pretty good though.
All right, let's do Mike Evans.
Yeah. Packers are 4th and 5 midfield, and they're going for it. Or they tried to get them to jump off sides.
Oh.
Yeah, they tried to get them to jump off sides. Wow. Yeah,
Uh,
this game is going under.
is it?
I believe so. I mean, they've had there's a guy at the game with a cheese grater and a block of cheese in his hand.
Oh, geez. I love it. All right. Do running back?
Yeah. Yeah, we could attack running back next.
Should we go look at middle of the field, like maybe the dead zone?
Depends who's there.
should
Oh,
holy crap! 10,000 for freaking Saquon Barkley.
I mean, Saquon is the RB1. Saquon is averaging like
that's
125 yards a game or something like that.
So you're about ready to say something about who do you like?
I like Devon A-Chain. I think that's a good matchup. I like James Cook against the Rams. I think that
against Rams too.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a good matchup. Brees Hall didn't practice.
He scares me though. He's
for 2 days. Well, no, not Brees Hall. I'm saying like Brees Hall didn't practice for 2 days. So I think that Braylon Allen right now is probably a good value. Like, but that would be like as a flex player.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say because then I worry about Isaiah Davis garnering a freaking touchdown from him and freaking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, but he's a power back. Braylon Allen he's a bigger, faster guy. I think he would get like the first crack at the goal line carries.
All right, so we're looking at 8,500 for James Cook.
Yeah.
What about like a Tony Pollard?
Tony Pollard, who do they play this week? The Jaguars? Yeah, the Jaguars are about ready to pack it up, so that wouldn't be bad either. James Conner against Seattle is not bad. Like, there's some really good running back matchups this weekend.
I like James Conner.
Mm-hmm.
And he's $1,000 less than A-Chain.
Yeah, he's like 7,600 or something like that. Yeah. And he plays against, a defense that gives up some yards on the ground.
I mean, I know he's giving up stuff to Benson, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, no. Yeah, James Conner gets like 20 to like 23 carries a game or something like that.
Yeah,
and he gets some work in the pass game too.
So I'm good with James Conner.
Yeah, I think James Conner's good.
When the playoffs hit, do you do anything differently in the playoffs, strategy wise?
Well, in the playoffs, I was talking to Siege about this earlier. In the playoffs, it's more condensed, so it's definitely easy because then you can like highlight the defenses that have been susceptible to the run all year, the defenses that have terrible passing defenses all year. So it's easier to find like the good mismatches and a good matchup, good values in the playoffs.
All right, should we do defense now and then go from there?
Yeah, we can try the defense. Yeah, we have a quarterback, a wide receiver, and a running back. Yeah, we could do a defense, get that out of the way.
I like Arizona's defense
against Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seattle's offensive line has been pretty underwhelming this year. Like that was surprising.
Always
to me.
Underwhelming.
I mean, yeah, but I figured that they started because they drafted 2 tackles 2 years ago.
Right.
So I figured at this point those 2 tackles would be like cemented into their lineup. They'd find a way to like fix the interior.
$3,700 for
Cardinals. That is cheap.
And they had like 5 sacks against them. Arizona put out some good numbers against them 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that game ended like 16-6.
Yeah, and that was in Seattle. Now they're playing in Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona's pass rush is better than people actually give it credit for. I don't
and
dislike the play at all.
Has been playing a lot better lately too.
Yeah, I like that play. Arizona's defense. Yeah.
All right. Good tight end. What do you think that the top 5 tight ends probably can't do a top 5 tight end? Like $6,400 a piece for the rest. Ooh, Jonnu. But I don't like Miami Jets pass defense. TJ Hawkinson at 6,300.
It's not bad.
Kelsey at 68. That's a
Hmm.
scary matchup, but Kelsey will.
Yeah, I mean that is a scary matchup. Kelsey usually does pretty well against the Chargers, but Kelsey's getting old, man, and it's like hit or miss. Taysom Hill, oh poor Taysom Hill. He was a fantasy cheat code.
Every other week. I
Yeah.
I'll just zip it. Zip it. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Um,
Is there
but
anybody a little bit lower that has a good matchup?
oh, David Joko
Oh yeah, Jameis loves David Njoku. Yeah, yeah. David Njoku's been getting force fed since Jameis took over.
and Mac. Well, Mac Jones, he might be checked down. Charlie with Evan Ingram.
Hmm.
Pat Firemouth isn't bad either.
Oh, Fryermuth isn't bad. Yeah, Russell Wilson loves tight ends.
I'm good with even Jawan Johnson isn't a bad play, especially with Taysom Hill out. With
Yeah,
him being a converted wide receiver, he runs a little bit more upgraded routes and stuff.
right. But I just don't trust the
Carr,
offense.
no.
Yeah, I don't trust Derek Carr. Yeah,
So which tight end has more upside? Firemouth or who's the other one we were talking about?
Njoku.
Njoku. Who do you think has the most upside?
I think Njoku has the highest upside because he's the tight end that's most likely to score more than one touchdown because
Oh,
their passing attack is very condensed. It's Jerry Judy, Moore, and then it's Njoku. There's not really
okay.
anybody else. But if you look at the Steelers, you have Austin, you
Pickens.
have Pickens,
You have
you
Warren.
have
You have Najee.
Warren. Yeah, exactly. You have a whole
All right,
bunch of weapons
we
there.
did Njoku.
Yeah,
Njoku.
Njoku at 6,200. Yeah,
Yeah, what two touchdowns? Who didn't have a touchdown last
yeah,
week
he
on
had two
Monday
touchdowns
night?
last game.
That game was freaking batshit crazy.
That game was insane. Jameis Winston scored 50 fantasy points in one of my leagues.
Really? I
Yeah.
think he scored 64 in my home league, and
Sheesh.
our boy won because of it.
Wow. I bet. Yeah. 64 points.
It was definitely a
Insane.
Monday night miracle. All
Hmm.
right, so we're looking at what? It's probably about 6,600 a piece now, or 65.
Maybe a little less. 65. Oh,
65.
solid. Hmm.
See, I'm pretty good at math here. Let's do is it crazy to look at to play Isaiah Garando?
No, not at all. Yeah, he's gonna get just about every single touch out of that backfield. It's just him and
The guy from
Taylor from
no,
the
they
Patriots.
just signed I can't say the guy's name from the Jets practice squad.
Oh, Abanikanda.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who's
Israel
familiar with the
Abanikanda.
system.
Yeah, but coming in like on the first week, I don't think that he would factor in that much. Like it's probably more likely that a guy like I think it's Patrick Taylor is
Yeah.
his name. Yeah, it's probably more likely that a guy like Patrick Taylor is handling like some of the receiving work and stuff like that, and like spelling Garendo. But I think Garendo's gonna get every single touch out of that backfield, and if he's cheap, it's definitely worth a shot.
Okay. Let's see what his price is, then go from there. Because maybe put him in the flex and then go the other
Hmm.
direction too.
He's got to be like,
What do you think he'll be? Like 3,000,
yeah, I would
4,000,
I would think so. Yeah, like something like in the 3 or 4 thousands. Oh wow, 5,200.
5,200.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
All right. And they can you can run on San Francisco's defense this year.
Hmm.
That's their thorn in the side. I mean, geez, Chicago's defense.
Right.
God.
Yeah, they're very good against the pass because their DBs are really good.
Yeah. All
All right,
right.
so
We're
then we have
probably looking at what, like 6,700 now each?
60.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah, because he was
Okay.
cheap. So we need a one running back and two wide receivers.
Let's do, yeah. I know we already have Evans and Evans and Baker stacked.
A Chain against the Jets. Aaron Jones against who would the Vikings play? The Falcons, I think.
The Falcons, yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Jones against the Falcons.
What do you think about Najee?
Najee against Cleveland. It's not a bad play.
See, what else do we? I don't like Aaron Jones. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
He's too pass dependent now because
Mm.
his efficiency. Oh, tired. No,
Tyrone Tracy against New Orleans. That has the chance to
Kyron,
be a good play.
Kyron's ran for 100 yards against them. I'm not playing Nick Chubb.
No. Ooh, Rashard White because Bucky didn't practice. That's a good play. I mean, yeah,
He's
but
still
I don't think we want too many bucks.
or toe issue. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
$bucks. All right, let's go back up. I'm still afraid of Deep Pacheco would be good play.
I'm not sure because
about.
yeah, I'm a little nervous because of the matchup. The Chargers' run defense is pretty good. I mean, their Chargers' defense period is pretty good.
If we did Tyrone or Kyron, that'd take a big chunk of the money though.
Right, it'd be 8,400, yeah.
And I like
skimp a wide receiver. So do you want to do wide receiver first then and then come back to running back? Because we only need one running back, but we need two receivers.
Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. All right.
So we can look for something reasonable. JSN has been playing really well lately.
Yeah, I like JSN. Jacoby
Myers, yeah, he's a complete target hog out there. DJ Moore, I think, is a good matchup against San Fran. San Fran's defense is not as intimidating as it used to be.
Juwan Jennings.
Mm-hmm. And DJ Moore is the Bears wide receiver one, so I like that play.
All right, I'm good with that one too.
All right, so DJ Moore or Jacoby Myers?
I like Jacoby Myers because he's de facto number one, number two. I mean, Bowers is number one receiver, but
yeah,
he's overall 17 wide receiver 17 right now. He's a sneaky good play.
Yeah, and especially because of Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell doesn't really go deep that much, so he looks for the short to intermediate routes, and that's where Jacoby excels. So I think Jacoby is a good play for $100 more to get more targets and the de facto wide receiver one. I think I'd go with Jacoby.
Would you want to go Jacoby DJ since we need two wide receivers?
I mean, yeah. If we don't see another wide receiver that we like, I'd go Jacoby and DJ.
What about Marvin Harrison Jr.? Or
Marvin Harrison Jr. is another one of those, like he's a coin toss every week.
Yeah.
Hard to predict.
What if we went like Devontae?
I don't trust the Jets offense at all.
No, Devontae Smith.
Oh, Devontae Smith. Yeah, that could be a good play.
I think Goddard is out.
Mm-hmm. What about Jerry Jeudy?
Do you think lightning will strike twice?
I mean, I doubt that he'll have a 200 and something, almost 300-yard game again, but it does feel like Jameis really likes him, and he's being used properly in the offense now. They're having him go deep.
I'm not afraid of that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's such. Well, even if Cedric Tillman's back, then they'll take away targets from Elijah Moore.
Because if we play, oh no, but we have David Njoku.
Yeah.
So that might like cannibalize it a little bit.
All right. What are you thinking? Probably not Judy, because then
Mm-hmm.
I'm nervous about any.
What about a guy like Jordan Addison?
That's what I was going to say. We could do that. I'm good with that.
Yeah. The Nick Westbrook Akine Luck is definitely bound to run out. I do not want
Yeah.
it to be on this week when we play him.
Jalen Wall's at 5,900, but
Yeah, I don't trust them either. It's
yeah.
just yeah, it's on and off. So we do have $8,100 to pick our last player to pick our running back. So that should be a decent running back.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, and all the running backs in that range are injured.
Or 81.
Hmm. So, do any of the running backs that are up here like intrigue us? Because what we could do is we can take an elite running back and swap out one of the wide receivers because the wide receivers have pretty good matchups for like lesser prices.
Yeah.
So we could
I
take one of the really elite backs.
think Kyron or actually Alvin Kamara
Alvin Kamara against the Giants.
or Kyron
I do Kyron
or
because of the value.
I mean, Bajan is that's a tough matchup because Minnesota's rush defense is so
Yeah,
freaking good.
Minnesota's really good. Yeah.
We could do Devon or
Yeah, for me, it would be between Kyron or A Chain. I think A Chain has the better matchup because the Jets' defense is, I mean, the Jets overall have pretty much packed it in. So
okay,
I'd like A Chain, and then we can swap out one of the other wide receivers. Because how much are we over?
600.
600. Okay. So we can swap out whichever wide receiver that we like the least.
Let's
We can take out Jordan Addison.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the
What
one we
about
like the
Adam?
least.
What about Adam Thielen?
Adam Thielen is a solid play. He's automatic wide receiver one.
Here's something going on in the game.
Well, oh yeah, because Christian Watson just fumbled, but they're trying to determine whether he was down. Oh, he wasn't down. Why would you carry the ball like that? Oh man, these wide receivers, man, they get so reckless with the football.
All right. So Adam Thielen's 5,900.
Ooh, so we don't have enough. Okay,
So
so then just go to all of the receivers and see what our options are.
David Moore.
See what I mean. I wouldn't trust the other Panthers wide receivers because
No.
then those are like extreme dart throws.
What about something like Demarcus Robinson?
Demarcus Robinson wouldn't be a bad play.
But he might be expensive too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
We have 5,400. Yeah, Wandell Robinson, Joshua Palmer, Mac Hollins. I mean, so I think that Joshua Palmer would be a great play if what's his name, Lad McConkey ends up not playing.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he's
because they have to get the ball to
so
somebody. Yeah, and KC's pass defense has been a little leaky lately.
yeah, a little leaky.
Mm-hmm.
Mac Hollins intrigues me. I'm gonna play
Yeah,
him. He's intriguing because somehow he
Sterling Shepard. How did Sterling Shepard do last game? Let's see. Buccaneers. Yeah, because there is a vacancy at wide receiver. Sterling Shepard had 4 for 42 on 7 targets. Yeah, Mike Evans really had 12 targets. That's insane. Mike Evans might be a league winner down the
yeah.
stretch
What
because
about
of no Chris
Wandell?
Godwin.
What about Wandell Robinson?
I don't trust that Giants
No.
passing offense with Drew Lock, and it's mostly because they don't really have a good O line, so he's not really having as much time. And Wandell Robinson had 2 catches for 6 yards last game,
Oh, okay.
and he only had 2 targets.
So probably Joshua Palmer's probably the safest one.
Yeah, Joshua Palmer is probably the safest one.
All right. Yep, I think that's good.
This game is insane. Each team, I think, had like 3 possessions all in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But
I have,
yeah, we're zeroed
I,
out. We're all good.
all right, cool. Yeah, I got Love and Gibbs going this
Yeah,
game.
I have Love and Jacobs in my
I
main
actually have
league.
Jacobs too in a couple leagues.
Hmm.
Well, cool deal. Well,
Yeah,
I think we're good. I think we're good. Appreciate it. And
absolutely.
next week's Thursday night game, I'm gonna be kind of hectic because it's Rams and
Ooh,
Niners. So
that's
so
gonna be a good one.
what game are you looking forward to most this weekend?
This weekend's matchups. My Colts don't play this weekend, so I'm looking at games like Buffalo and LA. I think that has like seeding implications mostly for Buffalo, but the Rams also want to keep pace with the rest of the division. So I
Yeah,
think that that's going to be an important game. I'm looking forward to Chargers Chiefs, of course, because I think the Chiefs could clinch a playoff spot if they beat the Chargers because there'll be too many games ahead.
I think they're gonna lose to the Chargers.
Do you think so?
Mm,
Yeah, I think it'll be a good one, but I don't know if they'll lose.
it's
I'm
gonna
looking forward to Seahawks Cardinals because they're both tied for the division lead. Cleveland Pittsburgh, that should be a good game.
Is there a
Minnesota
sleeper? Is there a sleeper player that you'd play
for which team or for which game?
for any of the teams for the DFS? If somebody's doing DFS time, what would be
Oh,
a good sleeper?
Nick Westbrook Akine, baby. I'm on it. Yeah, love that. I love that. I love the fact that all he does is score touchdowns. He has 20 catches on the season and he has 8 touchdowns.
That's crazy.
Yeah, all he does is score
Crazy.
threes. I'm actually starting him in one of my leagues. I don't really need to win because I'm second place in that league,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the third place person is like 2 wins behind me. So I
Oh,
don't
nice,
really need to win this week. But yeah, I started Nick Westbrook Akine in my flex.
nice, nice,
Yeah,
nice. Well, all right, man. Appreciate everybody. Hope you learned something, and y'all have a blessed weekend or
yeah,
productive
absolutely.
week.
Be safe out there.
Be safe.
Yeah, it's cold as hell on the East Coast, so stay bundled
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Be safe out there.
Yeah, everybody have a great weekend. See you guys next week.